this platform and chairman, for people that are looking for way of making peace in justice. I really appreciate everyone. African TV, I cite you. Good morning. All what I just want to say this morning is that wọ́n ní Akintori Àwíjàre kí tán kó tọ́ lẹ́nu. All what we are trying to do this morning is to make a peace. And then if we are trying to make peace, kò sí èèyàn tó yẹ kó máa sọ pé òun jàre àbí òun jẹ̀bi. Ibi tí a bá ti gbà ṣe ara wa, ká bẹ ara wa, ká dẹ̀ move on. I think African TV, my brother, I've talked to you sometimes ago on this to mediate, between you and Mr. Yomi to see how things will work smoothly, and how everyone will solve the problem that is on ground. So let us look for for the source of the problem, and let us find a lasting solution. To have a peace and move on.
Good.
I am just using this medium to appeal to you. I've not been on live for like a 2 weeks right now because I'm very strong. But when I was just throwing through
Your network.
so happy. I was so happy I have to join the live. So please, I'm just seeking your indulgence. I don't want you to say maybe you are right or you are wrong. Don't let us be thinking that anybody is right or anybody is wrong.
Mama T, please
Or
mute.
what?
Mama
Please
T,
help us
please
mute,
mute.
please.
Mama T, please mute. Thank you.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, nǹkan tí mo kàn fẹ́ kí
Network. Oh.
a ṣe ni wípé okay mo jẹ̀bi okay mo jẹ.
Okay. Lenchi, please. I think Yomi is around your corner.
Defend.
Please.
Don't let us be defensive here. Let us just know where we have gone wrong.
Please, Lenchi, check it. I think Yomi is around your corner. Please, if you can locate him. And,
apologize to each other, and
I don't think Yomi has to request. Please, Mr. Yomi, enjoy what's okay.
Prince Labi network is failing. Apologies. His network is failing. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Labi. That's a word of advice and a plea. We are really appreciate that. IT guy, please hold on. Just hold on. Mama T, you've been coming up and on, so you can please let's just be quick about it. 2 minutes.
Okay, can you hear me? I'm back. My network is back. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry for that.
Okay.
So my dear brother, African TV, I'm pleading with you.
Yeah.
You understand? Wherever we can make an amendment, let us make amendment and let us move forward. Don't let us be flogging this issue, please. And to Mr. Yomi, wherever you are, maybe you are listening to me right now, I will appeal to you. You are my brother. I will appeal to you. Everybody have seen one or two things on these justice. Everybody has felt one or those two things on this justice. It is not easy. But for us to have a way forward, we must come together. We must come together and stand together and fight together to achieve one goal together.
Thank you.
God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prince Labi. Thank you for your word of advice. It's not duly noted. Thank you so much. Mama T, let's have you. Mama T, are you there?
Sorry, give me a few minutes. I'm on the bike as we're speaking. When I get that.
Please, if we say IT guy, I'm coming to you. Lenchi, leave that space for Yomi. Leave that space. Don't bring anybody up. Leave that space for Yomi so that if he comes in, he can occupy the space. Please, if we say we should be everybody masoro, there will be repetition, there will be pleas, there will be admonitions, and there's going to be a lot of repeating the old issues in which I think we have heard a lot, and all of us can decipher and pick from each what everybody has said and what African TV has responded. Okay, please just leave a space for Yomi if he comes around. So IT guy, yes, you met us on this. I'm sure you've heard, and you have one or two things to say. Papa, I wouldn't want to call you because if you're just coming in, just relate with what everybody have said in the past. Please don't let us reinvent the wheel. So let's just go to IT guy, and please, IT guy, please,
A
two,
very
3
good
minutes,
morning
please.
to
Let's
you.
make it so
Yeah,
short.
a very
Please.
good morning to you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, sir.
My
Morning. Happy Easter.
distinguished panelists,
Thank you,
lenchiBABA,
Papa. Thank
welcome
you,
back.
Papa.
Hey, IT guy.
Welcome back. I hope
Yes,
that you
sir.
stay this time and see this whole course through. I
By God's
know you've
grace.
been aggrieved. I know you've been aggrieved in the past, but I
Yeah.
actually hope that your landing again on this course is going to be, well, it is useful, but it will be more useful and more meaningful, even better than ever before. I
Amen.
cheer you big time. Now, for me, it's simple, and I will make it really simple. Me, I say it as it is. I'm no advocate for anyone. If I need to call Yomi out, I do. If I need to congratulate him, I do. Same thing, African television, I will be his number one critique, and I will be the same guy that will give it to him if he's needed. Now, I'll tell you a very short story sometimes ago when African television was at loggerheads with Mr. Joseph Aloba. I was the one that actually came out with a plea, went to so many platforms. I eventually engaged with Gurexi to take it to Mr. Joseph Aloba to find a way to call a truce on the matter. Gurexi promised I will do something about it. Next thing we heard about it was they were in court, and we actually understand how that kind of turned out. Now, everyone that's contributed so far, comment section, tapping as many times as you can. We've all been useful to this platform since it was open, and I've been listening for hours. Chairman is actually right about the fact that we're going around in circle and we ended up with repetitions. Now, my own plea to African television and Yomi today, if you guys are indeed seeking justice, I would like a situation, I don't have to be part of it, maybe Chairman just takes Yomi and African television into the green app and find a resolution, call a truce on the matter, let both parties actually agree to go their separate ways. At the same time, support each other if it needs be. Let's wipe this slate clean. Let's be useful to the cause and actually understand that if we keep seeking this division and we are divisive in our thoughts, we then end up in a position where we are creating another divide where people are supporting African TV, people are castigating Yomi, and vice versa. So I think the right thing to do at this point will be simply let these two people, Chairman, please moderate it, just the three of you. Find a way to get these two people to join you on the green app and just drop everything. Come back to life clean, make your statements, and let everybody make their commitment to sit on their own. And for people, whether it's Yomi, not to antagonize African television not to antagonize Yomi, doesn't mean they can't work together, doesn't mean they can't be on the same platform together, and it doesn't mean that they can't disagree or see things in the same way. So until we get up to a position in the League of Men, there will be a lot of misgivings. In the League of Men, even a man can take another man's wife. A man can decide to con another man and run away with his money. And a lot of crazy things can actually happen. But when you get into the League of Gentlemen and you get into the league of our front runners, you end up with people with wisdom who can come together that can put a stop to this, to actually realize that if we are fighting for justice and we are fighting ourselves, that division is not going to allow us to see where we're going. Thank you.
Thank you, IT guy. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Chairman,
Thank you for the
Chairman,
work of.
please,
Hold on, Jack, please.
can I speak? I've been here.
Hold on. I beg
I'm
you.
just
I
letting
beg
you
you.
know.
I beg you, Jack. I beg you. I beg you. Please, African. Sorry. Yomi, break the silence. Yomi, Star Yomi Fabi, please put up in the comment section if you would like to come up. They will create a space for you. And I will be sick launching. It will be African TV, Yomi, Madam Monjola, IT guy, and myself. Every other person will drop. Please. Every other person would drop.
And Chairman, sorry, before you go ahead, my question for African television right now to actually broadcast and respond and speak to fellow Nigerians. African television, are you willing to engage with Yomi to put a closure to this matter? That's my question.
I want Yomi to be up so that we can all do that. Don't let us go to green up. That's why I want other persons to drop. It will just be few of us here, and let's see what we can achieve. So, Mr. Yomi, please prepared. Please come up. I'll beseech you to come up in the name of God. Please just come up. It's going to be well moderated. It's not going to be rowdy. I can promise you that. Please. Okay, Jack, you want to say something?
Yes.
Make it brief, Jack.
Good morning. Yeah, good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm going to make it short, if I can, because I haven't spoken on this issue ever since it's been going on. So I just want to speak now. Good morning, Lenchi, IT guy, chairman, everyone. Yeah. What I just want to say is this: the real issue, we people, we're the real problem now. You remember how we all Baba Mohbad today? Everyone is saying, "Oh, Baba Mohbad, he's not looking for justice. He has done this. Oh, he's a monster now." Forgetting that we created a monster. We always do that with our emotion erupting everywhere. We create the monster and then we step back and we're like, say, "Oh, he's a monster. He's a monster now." Forgetting that you created a monster. How did you create that monster? You created it by your culture of don't question people. You don't want people to be questioned. First of all, before I say this, I will say something. My advice to Mr. African TV, I don't know you, but the thing is this. Look, people don't want to be saved. You don't need to save them. There's a song that says, "Don't save them. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her." Don't save people that don't want to be saved. Just do your own thing. Focus on your own thing. Allow people like us who do not have foundation or have nothing to speak. So now, the thing is this. We led Baba Mohbad to where he is today. We created him. Now we are saying, "Oh, he's a monster. He doesn't want justice." We all queue behind him, telling everyone, "Don't ask question. If you ask question, they call you, they swear for you." Is that how you want to get justice? Have you forgotten that the meaning of justice is actually questionability? Justice means questionability, answerability. You don't want to answer. You don't want to question, and you're looking for justice. You're looking for nothing, my friend. You ain't looking for nothing. Questions, they must come. And people, if you do not have nothing that you hide in, you must be able to answer without feeling any feeling of being castigated. People just use this castigate, use what do you call it? They use drag. I don't understand. When has castigation become an offense? Castigation should make society better. Castigation simply means you trying to scrutinize a process, asking questions, thinking in a question asking mode. That is what makes the process better. Now, we did that to Baba Mohbad. Now he has become whatever he's become, and the whole ship has sunk now. The ship has sunk. It's wrecked. The same thing, the followers of Baba Mohbad, majority of them, they're now supporting another person. I'm not saying what Yomi is doing is bad. It's good if you heard me several times. But there are questions that Shobi has, and people will shut you down even before you even open your mouth. And the question I'm going to ask you guys now is this. What have you even achieved so far? What has he achieved? There are different levels of movement. You can be walking within a circle. It is locomotion. It is locomotion. But it is retrogressive. It is not progressive. It is not progressive. Questions should be asked. When people ask questions, you say they're anti-justice. Is that not insanity, man? Justice is questionability. You're running away from questionability, answerability. How do you get the justice? How do you get it? You can't get it. So it is so wrong for people to be thinking, look, African TV, I don't know him, I don't want to know him. I don't know Yomi, I don't want to know him. But the way people have really bashed this man, talked down on this man, they talk about him as though he's a monster. And people don't even think. Where is our brain? Brain is meant to be used to think. Look, let me tell you something. If you guys don't know how this whole thing started, I was on Supreme Iron Ladies platform a while ago.
Jack, don't let us go back to we've heard all of that. Don't let us go back to that. We are trying. See, if you go to all of those areas, hold on. We all heard the story because we want to move forward. Please, I want you to advise the two of them. Don't let us go back to.
Let me advise you, right?
Advise the two of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, my advice now, Mr. African TV, to be honest, please, just do your own thing. Try to do what you can do. I know that you it's only God that can reward you. It's only God that, I don't know what you have gone through, to be honest, but I know you have gone through a lot. Personally, I would never allow myself to go through that. When it's not as if I'm benefiting nothing. And you know, everybody, the world is just castigating you. You don't need that. To be honest, please, to be honest, you don't deserve this. I know you're not anti-justice. You will never be one. But forget about these people. Don't bother what they're saying. All of these 70-30, whatever, don't bother. That's my advice to Mr. African TV. Please, you can just stay away. To be honest, it's gonna do you a lot of good, and it's gonna do your mental a lot of good, and it's gonna make these people go away from you. Leave them, and the end justifies the means. There's something someone always tells me: experience the best teacher. So now that's for African TV for Mr. Yomi. This is my advice to him. I like what he's doing. The noise is good. But please, let there be peace as well. Let everybody just, all of this petition you guys are writing, it's so unnecessary. Both of you, my big advice to you now is, both of you, please prioritize the justice, the so-called justice. And do not lie to the people. Look, I have my reservation about everybody. I know all the game that is going on, even without being to Nigeria. I don't have to be there. I know everything. Whenever everyone is lying, I know, but I'm just laughing. I'm just like, look, people love they love these things. So let them enjoy it. So please, let there be peace. Let everybody just do their own thing and go your way.
Thank you, Jack. God bless you. Thank you so much, Jack. Thank you. Please, Lenchi, just leave a space for Yomi. Leave that space, please. Just leave a space for Yomi, please. Let's wait for like few minutes. Let's say 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And if he doesn't want to come, we can force him not to, But like IT guy said, Mr. African TV, like IT guy said, would you, number one, Sheti Bugbu, everybody. People have spoken to you, they've spoken to you, we've spoken to everybody. Would you want to take the route of peace, in which I will personally advocate for it, for everyone to shield their sword? Would you love to listen to the voice of the people, the majority voices? Would you want to take that route? Would you want to extend a hand of truce to Yomi if he come up and say, okay, let there be peace? Would you be willing to go that route so that we know what we are doing?
Chairman, respectfully, I'm going to drop after I respond to you, which I'm doing right now. I'm responding to you and I'm going to drop. I'll be in the comment section. I have to attend to other things. I'll be listening. Now, when you say shield your sword, I didn't pull any sword. I did not start a fight. I did not start a fight with anybody. Not with you, not with Yomi. So I
So when I
cannot.
mentioned your sword is petition, no petition,
Okay,
court,
wait
no
now.
court.
Wait. I know what you mean. Let me
Okay.
explain, please.
Okay.
I know what you mean. I was the one that was petitioned. I was the one that they came to try and bundle in a federal facility. Now, how can you tell me to shield my sword when I'm not the attacker? I'm the defender. Wait, Oga, wait. If you want to hear the truth, don't interrupt. I'm the defender. I'm not the attacker. And if you read your comment section, which I did while I think it was Jack or whoever was talking, Yomi said his enemy, referring to your dearest, we need more support when he goes to prison. You all are here shouting for peace. But the person that you're shouting for peace is still, even in this platform that for me has been 80% or 90% relative to peace. He comes in here and types, his enemy will need more support when he goes to prison. You are preaching to the choir. I'm water. My name is Larry Oyinsi Omodia, CEO African Television. I am water. I don't hurt anybody. But if you provoke me, the storm will carry you.
It's okay.
If you provoke a thunderstorm, it will swallow you. So if you want peace, you get peace. If you want war, you get Fifth World War. I know they fight, but if I fight, I go no say you started it and on my right. You are preaching peace, but your party is here commenting his enemy will go to prison and he will need support. Make una they talk to the right people and make una they talk the truth. Don't preach Don't preach peace. No, Oga, wait. Don't preach peace to the wrong person.
Hold on now. Okay, listen. I'm not focusing too much on comment section. I really want the person, then Tobawa Luki, let us talk to each other. Let's ignore comment section part, please.
You cannot ignore when the person you're talking about is the one commenting. Did you see me mention anybody's comment?
All of them.
Did you see me?
African Television. Let me just pop in.
No, Lenchi, can you speak to Yomi? Speak to Yomi if he can come up.
No, we do. Let me just quickly. African TV. With due respect, calm down.
Exactly.
No matter what they throw at you, if truly this justice actually pay on doing, because we don't want to waste any time anymore. Anytime that's wasting here, we need to start checkmating ourselves. And I want to urge Mr. Yomi, please. I will just say, can you come up? Anybody to work see Mr. Yomi, I would have to delete that person from this place.
You will drop, see.
Hold on. Teddy, we have understood the game. Then we need to put understanding in between. Understanding no matter. Even tell about him after ya wogan to ban ṣe wèrè ó ní bí èèyàn ṣe máa gbé ọgbọ́n kalẹ̀. Tó jẹ́ pé kò ní dá lérú. African TV, please, me fẹ́ kẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀, calm down. If you go to your fridge, go and get water and cool down. Nǹkan máa yanjú sẹ́.
Ó máa yanjú.
Á yanjú, mo sọ fún yín, kò sí bó ṣe fẹ́ lọ tó. Sherry, Ọlọ́run á jẹ́ kí ó tòrò. Just calm down. Mr. Yomi, just come up, let us ẹ jẹ́ ká shake basket. Ká gbọ̀n dọ̀tí tó wà nínú ṣòkòtò wa ká gbọ̀n dànù. Ká lè rọ́nà lọ. Sherry, tí eléyìí bá ń ṣẹlẹ̀, tọ́lọ́pàá ń fi tó ń wọlé tó ń jáde. Báwo la ṣe fẹ́ gba justice? How can we get justice? Yomi, I love you so much. I love African TV. So, let's say we can't go to your platform, we can't go to this one platform. We need to unite. In Koto that justice rule here. Once they try to shake this one, they shake this one. Okay, I'll make Mamaja. How long do you want to continue this? In the nearest future, I can chew in your balcony, you can chew in my balcony. But if you continue this thing, at the end of the day, Ashimani Darawa. So what are we fighting for? In Koto Yowo, show my last. But we need that community. We need to build a community. So please, let's try to shake our body. The happy Easter, Mr. Yomi. Try to shake our body. The happy Easter, Mr. Yomi. Try to shake our body.
Faith, you wanted to say something, Faith? Okay, Papa, hold on. Faith has been here before you.
Chairman, ẹ ṣeun gan ni sir. Ọlọ́run àtọ́nà àwọn ìṣe, and so is Lenchi. Unfortunately, he has dropped. I wanted to talk to him, but I believe he said it was good to the...
Hold on, Faith. Mr. Yomi Fabiyi, thank you. Ọlọ́run àtún ilé àti ọ̀nà yín ṣe. Thank you so much for listening to the request. Thank you. Please, if you're on this panel, please, I don't want to be rude to anybody. I don't want to be rude. I will have asked Lenchi to drop Pizumo, Faith, and Apapa.
Thank you.
But I don't want
Chairman, break silence. Good morning, boss.
But I don't want to be rude. So if you want to remain on this platform, please don't speak.
Mizu, my drop, my worries.
Drop them. Faith, drop. Apapa, drop.
Okay, sir.
No
problem, sir.
Me, if I
No problem, sir.
Me, if I also green app, Mosheni Ibibai Latimashe. Faith, you can drop as well.
No problem, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Faith. Thank you, everybody. It's so honored that but thank you for honoring that request. John, Mommy Mojo, Madam Mojo, Mohun Jola, please come up. Madam Mohun Jola, please come up, please. Madam Mohun Jola, please come up. Lenchi, if you can off your comment section, please.
Okay.
Off the comment section, please. Madam Mohun Jola, thank you for coming. Thank you. African TV, please take your water and come up as well. Okay? Take your water.
I don't want to. I'm not going to stand here. I'm not. I'll go down, please.
Okay. Don't worry. You know, African TV have already explained everything.
Let's do it in accordance to how Mr. Yomi feels, please.
Yeah, no. Hold on. The way African TV has explained at the beginning, I want Mr. Yomi to explain his own. Because because we gave our African TV 1 hour and he explained everything. I'm standing in the middle now, but Muferi Ashiri and I know what is happening.
Same here.
So, Mr. Yomi, please, I give you the platform. Take over. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. First and foremost, no matter who anybody is, no matter where you belong, you must always tilt towards peace. Everybody wants peace. And we are doing everything because we want to be happy. Yeah. And that is the only reason I have stayed in here and said, okay, no matter who likes or who doesn't like me, one or two persons who believe in the message of peace should be able to hear me as well. And sometimes peace does not necessarily mean I am sorry. It could mean setting the record straight or trying to prove, a proper and fair trial and judgment. Now, this justice from about started right from September 12th, 2023. And right from that day, I have been advocating for justice from Mohbad. And I think on the 15th or 16th of September 2023, I called for a protest and I wrote and tagged even the government of Lagos State, the police, the top echelon in the police. I wrote to the governor of Lagos State that we're going to be having a serious protest that is going to be, that even NSAS is a dress rehearsal. That if the governor of Lagos State does not be the lead investigator in this matter and get the body exhumed and all of that. And everybody was talking in the same direction. And I pasted my return ticket. Now, look, Governor, I'm to return to Nigeria on the November 2023. I'm on a world tour. You guys can see my ticket. I'm not supposed to post my ticket. But I'm returning to Nigeria in the next 2-3 days. If the writing is not done, and there will never be October 1st celebration. And trust me, go and look at 2023. All the governors, most of the governors, they shelved that celebration that time. Because I said we're going to be walking straight into where they're having the celebration. Any October 1st celebration, we're going to be walking straight there and we'll stop it and we'll disrupt it. It became a serious concern. So that is the beginning of my journey in justice for Mohbad. And it got to a point, Iyabo Ojo came in, Tonto Dike came in, and they were screaming almost the same thing. I'm like, okay, fine, good. Me and Iyabo have had a serious fight before. People see us as rivals. But for the sake of justice and peace, since she has said, oh, my NGO is going to do this and that, I know she has Pinky Foundation or something. It's not for human rights. But she brought some people together and said, our NGO. Okay, no problem. And the commissioner of police called them and said, you guys should not protest. I said, good. If she's there, then let me just allow her to be. I don't want me coming in, she doing her thing, I do my thing, and then there will be rivalry. And people will not focus on justice. They will be looking at what is Yomi saying. Who is in Yomi's camp? Who is in Yabo's camp? I don't want that for justice movement. Let me stay in the background. And then we had a huge walkout. Everybody came out, different states, everywhere. I came out where I was in the US. And then I keep posting all other places. Like, get this boy exhumed. And they said they will exhume him, and to God be the glory, he was exhumed. And I was following up, through to the time that even there was a time Umi was trying to speak against the Baba that he doesn't have right, and a lawyer came up and said, I said no. I had to quickly come up and give up a public stuff. And if you Google it now, you'll see then when I spoke in defense of the Baba in terms of the DNA. Being a popular person and actor, if you speak like that, it will always attract, media attention. They know I am doing all these things. I don't know anything, whether it's going on TikTok. I wasn't on TikTok. I don't go to TikTok. I've never been on TikTok. I don't see anything coming from there. I don't hear anything. But during that time, there is Lagata and one other lady. As a matter of fact, there is this lady, Temi. She lives in Canada. She's one of the major persons that will always say, Mr. Yomi, come on TikTok to support us. Come on TikTok. You have many people to educate. I said, I don't do TikTok. And lo and behold, it got to a stage. Now fast forward to the Corona inquest. When I realized that things were going down, so many things were happening. Karimo, who had abused me at some point, she's now turning back to say, oh yeah, this is this. So Mr. Umi, you fought Mohbad. You did this. I said, what's all this stuff? Even at the Corona inquest that I'm observing, there is no evidence being brought before the Corona court. And I look at the little experience I have, and I look at the political solutions that sometimes they use the Corona inquest to do. I said, with the look of things, with the activities and body languages of everything I'm saying, the Corona inquest will not do what they want it to do. They just want to use the Corona inquest to achieve a particular aim. So I said, at this point, I was on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter then, said, I'm going to be storming the Corona court. So that when we eat the polity, the judge will know that, hey, you might not know that they staged this Corona inquest for a purpose. We are not accepted. Do the right thing. And when I moved the motion to protest in front of the Corona court, people now started calling me to say, come on TikTok, come on TikTok, come on TikTok. I said, I don't. Then Lagata said, don't worry, I will teach you. please, you have a panel session there. You'll be able to educate, you'll get people to support whatever you're doing. And, I said, okay, no problem. I'll break my rule. I came on TikTok. At that point, things were going well. People were, I will support you. I said, I don't want money. I'm not here because of money. I just want to support the public. As a matter of fact, at that early stage, they said, they will give you gift. I said, I'm not here for gift. Nobody should even give me gift. Now, fast forward. We all saw what happened. I went into that estate. I need to go in there. I don't know Mohbad's estate. Nobody invited me into the estate. Nobody told me how to get into the estate. I used my fame and everything to say, okay, guys, I have to go into this estate. And I look for the street. Let me do my own fact finding. I noticed a CCTV in close proximity to Mohbad's house. But then, I'm not a private investigator. What I thought I was doing is to call out the police and tell them that this is what you have not done. These are the gray areas. I didn't know whether there is a team set up. I don't know whether there is an NGO doing anything. I don't know anything. I'm just like, this is the gray area. Look at this particular CCTV. They need to approach this person because this CCTV will capture those that come into Mohbad's house and go. And then we can't be looking for direct evidence in homicide case. A good person will know that, circumstantial evidence are even sometimes stronger than direct evidence. If we look at that neighbor CCTV, everybody that will enter into Mohbad's house, even if it's a dwarf, that camera will capture. It will show time and the day the person came in. And I approached the neighbor of the house. And the man obliged me. I played the video yesterday. And the man said, I introduced myself, what I wanted to do. And the man said, okay, I'm coming downstairs. And the man opened the door. I stopped there. And I went into the house of the man with one mind, that God save me. And when I got into the house, the man told me, I asked him why I'm here. And the man told me what he actually captured. And the moment he began to notice movement and all of that, I'm saying, wow. And then he said everything I said, I can even show you some my car. I said, showing me is not as important as we lifting it up legally so that it can be used in the coroner court and then probably in the trial court. If you just show me, I'm not a credible witness and it won't really fly. Said, if I'm going to give it to you then you have to come up with a court order. That means the police will have to approach him. And then I said, that would be perfect. I need to run along. Let me quickly go and do that. That was why, because I believe that me sitting down to watch a movie, when within 48 hours, we can lift it. And then if we lift it and it's lifted properly, even a copy can be given to me to study at my own leisure. But for me to sit in somebody's house and be looking into a whole CCTV from morning till evening is a high risk for me, especially when people knew I was already in that area. And I went about to say, okay, let me say this to the family and the legal team. Nobody gave me audience. I got so tired. I'm like, why are you people not listening to me? I don't know this area. I don't know these people, but I've got a credible information. Lift this up. All these stories that are telling you at the coroner inquest is on Tuesday, is on Monday. I was not there. You will see clearly everybody, and then the record will be set straight. And lo and behold, attack began coming in. Now, fast forward. I have to fast forward because I don't want to bore you guys. Now, when I noticed nothing was being done, I was asked to give the power of attorney of Baba Mohbad this credible information, which eventually I was forced to give to him. I gave it to him, thinking that something tangible will be done. The lawyers are going to go there because they said they don't want to work with the police to go and get the CCTV, the court order. And then at the end of the day, the next thing, Mr. Famuyiwa said, Mr. Yomi, this is the person that will be going to the neighbor. Please work with him. I said, okay, I'll be available. And then the person began to speak with me. When he got there, I directed him. He got to the place. He pressed the buzzer. I said, don't go home. You need to, if he's not responding, maybe he's going to work. Stay around and come in the morning. And sir, I have another person in Mohbad's estate who has given me idea of a central CCTV. That, okay, the person that installed Mohbad's CCTV installed our own CCTV and few others. But the person will always help you to get access into mobile CCTV in a backup storage. I said, oh, perfect. I said, now this is a lady's number. Contact her. She might also be of help. She had tried to help before. She was threatened and she backed off. Please, this is her number. And then the next thing, that man that Mr. Famuyiwa sent got the number from me and used that number to act into a database that I don't know of, and then extracted the lady's personal information and start threatening her and myself with it. And I'm like, what? So you are not a lawyer. You are not looking for CCTV. And then I had to quickly inform the police, and then they began their investigation. And fast forward again, I wrote a petition to the AIG. We got court order to go into Mohbad's house. We got court order to lift the CCTV in the man's house. And then we set time to come and lift it up. We lifted the CCTV. But before then, they have already exposed the man. They posted his house picture. The lady bookie posted the picture. In between all of this Mr. Larry kept castigating me, ridiculing me, saying all sort of things. Having explained all this, and I'm like, if this person is an NGO on human rights, tearing down another NGO is out of place. It's even a taboo. You can't be doing this, but I never responded to him. When it now got to a stage that the 3 seconds video now surfaced, I wrote a petition to Panti. I was expecting response. I was communicating with Panti. The next thing, they started calling the petition, it's love story, love letter, is this one, is that one. I said, look at these people. When you write your petition and give an insight and then you have your evidence will speak more for you. I ignored. Then he started giving me ultimatum that if I don't release the 3 seconds video for them to see, he will petition me. That's people's stress. As at that time, I am legally and duty bound to release such information to the police, which I have done. And it keep making me look like I have done something wrong, that I will do this, he will do this, he will do that. I said, oh, what's all this nonsense? And they begin to say all sort of nonsense about the old stuff. By the time I said, okay, Adura came out, blah, 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 stuff, I said, I'm going to be doing a press conference with regards to this, just to get reaction and, put the right pressure. Before I could say Jack Robinson, he wrote to Panti, and they told him, yes, there is a petition already on ground. This man got to know that there is a petition on ground. He switched again. Oh, we are hard. There's a petition we wrote to Panti. I'm like, if you are writing to support what an NGO, the job of somebody, your tone will be, we are willing to support this person. Not that you are going to be speaking as if you are the main actor in that particular case. I am the one that they wanted to defraud. They brought the information to me. I've taken the right step. You condemn all the steps I've taken. Now that you try to verify, you realize that it is true that the petition actually existed. When you have already said petition at water, in a love letter, also you've condemned and castigated. I can't do that to any NGO. At the end of the day, you realized all this, then you, instead of you to even take your time to say, we are willing to support or we are doing, he started going around saying, oh, we have written to the Guinea, and they started issuing press statements. The next thing, I said we're going to be having a press conference on the 15th of January. The next thing I saw is that this man quickly put up a press conference. And I'm like, who does this? I kept quiet. I kept my cool. Like, well, it's a good thing. They are giving the old stuff publicity. No problem. And I kept on. Then I was conversing with the police in Panti. I was communicating with them. Then the next thing, I was given an appointment on the 14th of January. My own press conference is on the 15th. I need to do a setup on the 14th in the evening. And they said I should come. Okay, I said, okay, no problem, I'll come to Panti. So when the officer called me, I said, I have a setup on the 14th. Is there anything, is this something that we can discuss on the phone? He said, no, it's all right. The only thing he wants is, how can they get Damola's address? That's why they want me to come, so that when we discuss on how they'll get the address and how to go and arrest him. I said, that's very easy now. I don't know Damola. I don't know where he lives. I have supplied his number, but you can speak to your officer in command. He must have written his address in a statement form. That they will, he said, perfect. I said, do I still need to come again? He said, no. I said, okay, thank you so much. I'll see you guys when next you need me. And that was it. I never knew African TV was waiting in Panti because he thought I would be there. Meanwhile, on that same day, he had planned another press conference. And I went about my own duty and my own stuff. The next thing, the African TV went to do a press conference again. To the public, I am disappointed in Yomi Fabi. The police invited him. He did not come. And a lot of people, why did the police call you? You did not come. And you claim you are seeking justice. I said, why is this man passing wrong information about what I am doing? These things are not okay. What is this man trying to achieve? I ignored it. I went about with my own press conference. I didn't respond. I did my own press conference and I was just focused on the goal. As if that would be the end. In the course of investigation, Adura came in. He gave information, credible information about Zomo and all of that stuff. And the police said, we need to bring in Wumi and Zomo and then the Damola of a guy. Invitation was sent out. They did not respond to it for a long time. And then I said, what is the next? The police said, we're going to be getting a warrant of arrest, knowing fully well that all these things I have to mobilize for it. They went to court. They got a warrant of arrest that since she refused to come, then they will pick her anyway. For her to come and not to run away. Because the moment I started talking about the Zomo, Wumi, I believe, will know that somebody has given a very serious information. Because that Zomo, nobody ever talked about him at all. It took that great effort to get that information out of Adura. And then the woman began media tour and all of that. So for her not to escape or for her to just to smoke her out so that she can respond to the invitation, I had to put up my own caution that nobody should make attempt to run from this border. Nobody should make attempt to run from airport. The police, they are aware of whoever has a warrant of arrest, that you must respond to police invitation. Everybody has got their own tactics and way of advocating or putting pressure when you are doing your own stuff. Everything still boils down to the fact that I want the police, I want whoever that has a case to answer to respond. And the next thing, what I saw is this Mr. African TV going to people that doesn't really like me and then is castigating. How can you say there is a warrant of arrest? Police have arrest card. Is a lie. This guy is just, he was using a lot of derogatory languages. And then the next thing this man did, he asked me just to put me and ridicule me again, that I should publish a warrant of arrest that is issued by a judge to police, an official document. How does that correlate? Which NGO, which reasonable person will ask an individual, a civilian, to publish such on social media? I said, now this is for the second time. This is getting out of hand. And that was the first time I was going to respond to him. And I said, I came on a show like this. I don't know. I can't remember the show I went to. I think of Paparino. I said, I'm going to be giving you the IPO's number. Normally, I am never meant to release the details of the IPO because we have so many rivalry factions there. I said, I've sent the number of the IPO to you. Please do yourself a due diligence. Go to that place. They will show you everything you want as a member of the voting public. And I said, I'll be waiting for you. In that vein, because of all these dirty moves, criminal moves, I have to scrutinize. Is this person really an NGO? Does he have reasonable board of trustees? Does he have people really advising him to do things? This is looking like a fraud, like a con star. This can be an NGO on human rights. You can't be an activist and then realize that he has actually been flying a fake NGO, because the name he has been parading, Larry Omodia Justice for Clinical Foundation, could have been given to another person, and if the name is not been approved and given certified to say this is your registration number, by law you are not meant to even act with it. The only thing you can do is to use the name to say I want to apply. He went about, he has written to the AIG, he had written to Commissioner of Police, he has written that we are a registered and certified human rights organization. He confirmed it when he knows that it's a statement of lie. That is a serious perjury, forgery, and a criminal offense. I'm like, oh, can you imagine? I wonder, no wonder this man has been acting this way. He doesn't even understand what this thing is all about. He's just been impersonating, acting, playing the role he's not meant to play. It's a serious criminal offense. Because if you can fly with a name that is not approved and registered, then why is there CAC? If you can use it to engage court, engage public institution, then you don't need, nobody needs registration again. I said, okay, for that reason, for his cyber stalking, all the criminal offense, because he kept pushing himself as an obstacle to getting to the real perpetrator of the crime. And then in between that, he came online and said, oh, I'm willing to work with Mama Mohbad, I'm willing to work with Wumi. And then we got to know he's been making effort to go to AIG's office with Mohbad, knowing fully well that we cannot get justice without passing through Adura. Adura knows something or did something. And I said, oh, this is the height of it. And I wrote a petition that I want him to be investigated. They invited him, and I told it to his face when he came to Zone 2. I said, I am going to be petitioning you. And he said, I don't know. I said, I will be petitioning you. I live in Abeokuta. Just because of your shenanigan, I have to spend money and time to come to Zone 2 to come and wait for you, because now you have seen all the warrant of arrest. I said, I'll be petitioning you, and I did the same, and he left. And the police invited him that there is a official complaint against you, come and answer to them. He refused to show up. He kept hiding for almost about 15 days. The next thing this man did was to write lies against me, cook up stories, and wrote to Alagbon. I never knew he was the one. So by the time I went to Alagbon, I realized he was the one. I said, oh, really? They called him to come that day. He didn't show up. I wrote my statement, and I was granted bail on self-recognition. I said, I will need to see the end of this. And I told the police officers in Alagbon, I said, one thing is this, I have come here, I've honored you. Do you know that this man has a case, he has been invited in Zone 2, AIG's office, he refused to show up. Now you have invited me here, and now I got to know he's the one. I will answer to all the questions, allegations here. If you eventually notice or conclude that it is actually, they were actually false information, I don't accept sorry. You must turn the charges against him. I have started, and I will not joke with this. I don't care if it's Alagbon, if it's AIG office. I will not take no. And I said, okay, no problem. I told them. They fixed another date. He came over. I brought all the necessary documents. He asked them, he said, oh, they should investigate me. I have committed a crime. My NGO is inactive. I brought everything. As a matter of fact, I had to upload all my annual returns so that the inactive will go away from my status on CAC. I brought the bank statement of my NGO. I said, investigate everything. Everything. He must have been told. He is here. I brought everything. And then they asked us to come. I said, and I informed them that he has been flying with a fake NGO. The next thing, they gave us the next time to come again, which is the third time. He didn't show up. But that second time, the police were going to arrest him from Zone 2. He was shaking. Third time, he didn't show up at all. The next thing, he now filed fundamental human rights in a court in Otta. He sued the police. He sued myself that they should tell the police not to investigate him or arrest him on criminal allegation, that it is persecution. And I said, good. Since you have called for war, let's go on. No problem. We have to be in that court, and the judge will be able to tell him. He went to the same judge. The judge will be able to tell him straight, young man, with the evidence before me, you need to go and answer to those questions. And that is where we are now. While we were in that Alagbo, I forgot to add, he was even saying they should arrest Yomi. They said what he said. I want him to be arrested because I was in the justice for Mohbad before him. He came in, he took over everything. He was lying about the CCTV. I'm like, what? Come to zone 2 so that they will show you. They've shown you the efforts we've made on the CCTV. And then you still went about to say all that. Now, the case is already in court. We have a court sitting on the 22nd of May. 22nd of May, we have a court sitting. So he wants the court to say that the judge should rule that they should not arrest him, that they should not investigate him. And he has called me and he has sued the police. The AIG is coming with their legal team. They are preparing their stuff to say, okay, no problem. And my own legal team, my lawyers are also coming to defend and say, Judge, this man has committed serious crime and he needs to go and be investigated and he must answer for his crimes. So that is the situation now. So me, I can't be bantering words with him. He has done so many. I didn't do anything. He lied. I said I defamed him by saying he wanted to go with Mohbad to the AIG's office. I said, why do you want to go to AIG's office with Mohbad when our NGO is asking that they should investigate his son? Why are you doing the counter thing that we are doing? Must you destroy the work we are doing? I think it was the same day that chairman Lolofejolo, and he kept on denying that. Why would I say that I've defamed him? I said, and the commissioner of police in Alagbo told the police officers that, how does that relate to defamation? And I said, Alagbo fura won no. They must institute charges against him. What is Alagbo, you know? So if at this point now, he doesn't want Alagbo that he went to complain to charge him to court. He doesn't want AIG to charge him to court. Sorry for somebody who has maligned. When he was doing all this, nobody was talking to him. Thank you,
Mr. Yomi. Thank you. Thank you so much, at least for obliging this small panel for you to give you your spot to speak, and you have really spoken. But before we go ahead, I would like to state the fact that I would like to know, Mr. Yomi, because this is a very fundamental. If the case has been mentioned in a court of law, then I think we may not be able to discuss it like this in the open ground, like if it has been mentioned, just to be on the side of the law. But if it has not been mentioned, then we are still at liberty, not going against any law of the land, to discuss this matter as a family, if it has not been mentioned. But if it has been mentioned, then it's going to be a sub judice to be discussing a matter that is pending before a competent jurisdiction in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I want to be guided by that law. So, Mr. Yomi, I would like to know, has the matter been mentioned in a competent court of law?
Yeah, we have a sitting. It has been assigned to a judge, and that means the judge is aware, the case file is there, and we have a sitting on the 22nd of May.
So the 22nd of May is to be for mentioning on the 2nd of May.
It has been assigned for hearing.
It has been assigned. That's what I mean.
And all the parties has been served.
It has been assigned. It's been served.
Yes.
But the mentioning is on 22nd of May. So if we discuss this now, we are still covered by the law. We have not gone against the law if we mention it now. But anything from 22nd of May, it becomes sub judice for anybody to discuss that matter in the open ground. So I just want to clear that.
I'm not the one that I'm not giving you the leeway. Oh. You have to understand how you understand the law and interpret it is but
No,
for me,
yeah, that's what it is. It
you
has not
understand?
been mentioned, so we can still talk if it has not been mentioned. Okay. So anything can happen between now and 22nd. You may go there on 22nd and say, "My Lord, we are all withdrawing this matter and blah blah blah," and that will be it. Court will even no more concerning. They understand. So let me give Madam. There are a Madam in the midst for word of advice or whatever it is. You know, you've done that to African TV. Break the silence is here right now. So, Madam, maybe you go first. You have the floor. Madam Mojola.
Uncle Yomi, ẹ káàárọ̀ sà. Ṣé ẹ̀dẹ̀ kú iṣẹ́ justice because ẹ jẹ́ kí n drop kẹ gbé mi padà.
Before she calls, Lenchi, the host, before any panelist.
Mr. Yomi, I just want to say thank you so much for, let me be honest with you. You spoke well, and I really appreciate the courage and everything. You've done well, honestly. But I don't know where to start from. This thing has actually, expand and has actually caused a lot of collision between both of you. We believe both of you are we are actually looking for the same thing, but something, let me just say, all this pursue or no pursue, something we can actually change the story, Mr. Yomi. If you believe, we can change the story. I promise.
Which story?
All these bass boots, but I don't want to go to that all those, but we can change things.
And that's the part of peace is what we're toying.
Yes.
He has. You see, the point is this. He was meant to be arrested inside Alagbon. Police in Alagbon pleaded that he is our complainant. This man would think we set him up for arrest. I said, okay, no problem. The police actually came in, they wanted to pick him up. I said, no, then his blood pressure is high. He's clinical. And they fixed the second day. Oh yeah, come. Because I told the Alagbon, we must run this up so that I can go there. I've honored your own invitation here. Let him come and honor my own. He didn't show up. I was expecting something subtle, peaceful, and all of that. I always give room for peace, which that's what I'm trying to tell you, which I've given that. Okay, now, everybody knows, Alagbon Timolo, the two things that cost to me, let me tell you, apart from money, apart from this mental stress and all of that, it was that case, ambush me. I know there is a communication between them and the people in zone 2. What Baba mohbad wa, I am saying, they were supposed to get an extension. Kinton, one court, we should get a lot of cases and say, Alagbon Timolo by La Ro. Kinto pada si, Kinini roll by, want to transfer case in the season party pada. Meanwhile, if I was there, they were calling me to come and defend it before the AIG. Why the case should not be transferred? When they couldn't see me, they said, okay, let it go. At the end of the day, into cost me because the zone 2 and the officers there were standing that they did nothing wrong, that the IIG should allow them to continue and communicate to the officer. His officers will continue, they did nothing wrong. He has investigated. But I was not there. That is one of my serious anger. Okay. That all of my Agbako, yeah.
Okay, Madam Mongola, we actually tried to wait for you. Thank God you are back. So let's have you first. As the mind yours.
Chairman, I can actually feel the pains of people because I've been there before, honestly. I will not lie to you. Mr. Yomi, if we continue all this thing, do we think the justice will actually come? Because, to be honest, all what I'm actually even fighting for, I want to see the opponent that actually kill Mohbad. If we have this energy to be, doing all these things, we need that energy to actually petition all those people that are actually involved in Mohbad's death. But having said that, let me
òun
just
làwa ń ṣe àwọn èèyàn ò ṣe kọ́kọ́
I
Yeah,
wọ́n ní
understand.
èèyàn ò ṣe kọ́kọ́
Yomi is
ọkọ̀
really
díyàn
putting
lọ́wọ́
all
ni.
his
You know,
energy. He's
I
putting
love
all
the
his
energy.
in
The energy,
looking
let me say, the energy
for what we are
in putting,
looking for. That's a
yeah,
kudos to
but,
Kunduze, Riga Kunduze.
yeah, kò tí ì yá àwọn èèyàn. Let me tell you. You see, if you go to all the way they vibe people, if you follow all those vibing, all those kind of things, orí èèyàn lè wú gbà mí kéèyàn lọ forí lọ sọ́gi. But you are actually doing your own thing. That's why I said, do your own, I do my own. No wahala. But we can actually meet in the middle to make sure that, okay, ṣé wọn náà jà fún justice, wọn náà jà fún justice. Okay, kí la fẹ́ ṣe? We need that fire. Ẹ ṣé gan, thank you. So we need that fire. We need that fire. So, Mr. Yomi, honestly, I say thank you so much. Ma dúpẹ́, because everybody's trying. But nǹkan tí màá kàn sọ ni pé ẹ jẹ́ ká tẹ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀. You know, I know that you're a gentle person. You know how to fight your
No,
stuff.
he took me to Alagbon, he took me to court. He took me to Alagbon, he took police to court.
Okay.
Òun náà ló ń gbọ́ ọlọ́pàá lọ court, ṣé mi ni mo tẹ gẹ́gẹ́ ẹ̀ ni? Even the Alagbon people tell him that a ṣì ń bẹ̀ yanjú nǹkan lọ́wọ́ bí à ń tà láti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yọ o tún gbé ọlọ́pàá lọ court irú pàlàpàlà wo lélẹ̀. But how can you be running a fake NGO and still be the one to go to court say they should not investigate you and you are arresting the original NGO? Ó dàbí kí fake police máa lọ arrest the superintendent of police.
No, kí Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn lọ arrest police officer.
Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn ṣì dá Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn real. Ó dàbí pé kí ọlọ́pàá tó lọ gba fọ́ọ̀mù police academy tí ò tiẹ̀ lọ police academy ọ̀n tí ẹ̀ list ẹ̀ pé òkè bẹ̀rẹ̀ kò wá lọ sí ọ́fíìsì commissioner of police kò ní arrest this man kò wá arrest the commissioner of police 24 years in the movie industry NGO mi láti 2018 NGO tiẹ̀ ó kàn apply lásán ò tí kọjá àbí kọ́kọ́ ó ní come arrest mi pé mò ń ṣe for fake.
It's okay Mr. Yomi, it's okay.
Mr. Yomi mentioned one thing tí mo fẹ́ sọ. NGO one from 2018, 24 years experience in the industry. Who owns the industry? Is àwọn tó wà in music industry, they are the same thing.
Yeah, Nollywood
Our skits, gbogbo wọn, they are all the same thing. But if we can meet at the middle to advocate for this guy, but I understand gbogbo wàhálà yẹn ti ṣẹlẹ̀. Ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ náà. Wọ́n lọ police station, wọ́n drag eléyìí o, wọ́n ṣe kíní kan. But Mr. Yomi, tí n bá sọ pé ẹjọ́ yìí máa stop, ṣe máa support mi kí n stop ẹ̀. Màá pé mo máa dá sí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Màá dẹ̀ stop gbogbo ẹ̀, gbogbo agbára tí mo ní. Tí n bá lè pè wọ́n sìn, if they are in duty, ṣe fẹ́ kí n ṣe?
Pé ta ni?
I will stop everything. Everybody want
no,
peace.
Lenchi, hold on. Lenchi, mighty lost him. Hold on. Hold on, Lenchi.
I know what to do.
Hold on, Lenchi. Mighty lost him. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's listen to Madam Mojoin and IT guy. Madam Mojoin, go on. Mohun Jola, sorry.
Mohun Jola, yes, sir. Uncle Yomi, ẹ káàárọ̀ sir. Àwa ti wà lókè láti ìtòtú lóru tá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀. From nowhere bí bàbá ṣe wọlé nìyẹn African TV ó dẹ̀ wọlé the next thing tó máa ṣe ní pé ó dárúkọ yín n bá sọ fún pé àwé wá kí ni Yomi ṣe fún ẹ má dárúkọ ẹ ń bì the next thing ó kàn gbé bàbá mi àti ìyá mi ṣe pé.
Mr. Yomi ti sọ̀rọ̀. Mr. Yomi ti sọ̀rọ̀.
Yes sir, kò sí nǹkan tó sọ tó jẹ́ pé àwa ò tẹ̀lé gbogbo ẹ̀ because kò síbi tó ti ń ṣe nǹkan tẹ̀mí ò kì í tẹ̀lé wọn lọ. So nǹkan tí mo kà ṣáàmà náà ṣàparí ẹ̀ wọ́n ní kó bẹ̀ mí kó bú bàbá mi àti ìyá mi. Tóbi náà dẹ̀ at the end of the day náà pé òkè ẹ má bínú. Náà kí ni mo fẹ́ fàyọ láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ nìsà ni pé ṣe rí ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà ńlẹ̀ àwọn kan wà nù kòkò tó ń dún mọ́ tó fẹ́ kí ọ̀tá kó wà láàrin wa. Ṣé nǹkan tí mo ń sọ yé yín sà? And I want to beg you nípa orí ọ̀fẹ́ Kristi pé ká má fi ọ̀tá ọlọ́ta ṣe ọ̀tá tiwa. Because àwọn tá à ń bá ọmọ wọn jàjà yìí gan àwọn fúnra wọn gan wọn bá anybody àwọn ilé wọn náà wà tó ti ń gbádùn. Wọ́n ti gbé bàbá mi àti ìyá mi ṣépè ṣé on a normal ground ṣé wọ́n bí ìṣẹ̀dá ẹnìkan kan rí kó gbé bàbá mi ṣépè láì ṣe pé bọ̀ torí justice for Mohbad òun náà la ṣe gba gbogbo eléyìí mọ́ra so mo bẹ̀yìn Uncle Yomi, if there are some things me advice pé kẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ papọ̀, and no, I'm not saying that, but what me I'm saying is because today is sister, ẹ jẹ́ ká make peace pẹ̀lú ara wa. Tó bá náà máa dá sí sà, mi ní pé kẹ́ máa accept pé kọ́ máa dá sí, ẹ jẹ́ kán dá sí sà, ṣó ti yé yín sà. Tó bá dẹ̀ dá sí, ẹ parí ẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ kó tán nínú yín. Tó bá dẹ̀ máa tọ́nu wọn, mo ti sọ fún wọn, mo ní àgbà tí wọ́n ẹ má jẹ́ kí n tún padà because mo ti fẹ́ bínú láàárọ̀. So nǹkan tẹ́mi kàn máa sọ fún yín tí mo máa bẹ̀ yín bí ní láàárọ̀ ní sà, let him work on his own. Ẹ̀yin náà ṣiṣẹ́ ti yín, bọ̀ ẹ má jẹ́ kí ìkùnsínú kankan tó máa dí iṣẹ́ ti yín lọ́nà kó wà ń bẹ̀. Gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́mi rí pẹ̀lú African TV is beef ló wà lórílẹ̀, wọ́n kò sí nǹkan méjì.
Monjololu,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You understand? I don't know who has been deceiving all of you. Ṣé àpá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ tí mo ti wọnú justice for Mohbad? Kò sí irọ́ oríṣiríṣi náà ti pamọ́ mi, Yomi ò lè kíní kan. I am a forthright and straightforward person. When you are fighting for justice, you must be honest, you must be straightforward. This man has called me so many names. He has, mo sọ fún yín pé this person is an impostor. Ẹni kì í máa ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú yàn.
Mi ò ní kẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́.
Nobody is saying that.
Hold on.
I never said that, Uncle Yomi. Èmi á ní kẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú African TV.
Nobody is saying that.
Hold on. This person has had problem with MOHUN JO court with the same fake stuff. You people are looking for justice. I don't know what people are looking for. Tí n bá ṣe anything tó bá wrong, tí wọ́n bá charge me lọ sí court about compensation, I'm willing to respond. If I've committed a crime, I should pay. It's for correctional purpose. It's still part of process of peace. In tí mo ń try láti sọ fún yín ni pé everybody àfẹ́ni tó bá fẹ́ ṣàbòsí tó fẹ́ bọ́ lọ́run nípò ẹ̀. I didn't go after whatever this man has done. And if truly he is what he claimed he is, certainly you will know he did not do. You see, this is an NGO that he tried to tear down. You all saw what he was doing. Even when I went to Alagbon, this man came on this app and said, "Òun ti lọ sọ́dọ̀ àwọn tó ju ibi tó lọ." Let me tell you for free, African TV, a fake stuff, arrested the original and he published it. And you are telling me Toba suffering peace. And then Motushala Money, he went to court. I did not go to court. So you are telling me I should the man of peace I should go and beg him?
No.
How would I say you beg him?
Everybody
You are telling me I should he has been on bail. I deliberately did not go there. He even said it on air that he deliberately did not show up so that I can be detained. Only they should take me to court. A fake NGO, a liar, a manipulator. Before I can draw all my NGO stuff from my accountant, from the lawyer, before we face Alagbo, for somebody who is trying to destroy me, and you think you can just come on social media and say, and this man who refused to do the right thing. So you think coming on social media and just say, okay, who are these people? WhatsApp. So I thought Lenchi wants an information. I won't know what people are discussing until I come up with a
Mr. Yomi, again, Mr. Yomi, reason why was okay. Let me be honest with you. I love peace. Yeah. If we are fighting for one thing, Jafun comment you, but Mohbad. But at the end of the day, you see that energy, more love energy. Okay. That energy, the one low ká ní gbogbo wa wá sórí pọ̀.
Mi ò ní kó ṣe papọ̀.
Táwa fi lọ hit àwọn tó pa Mohbad. In fact, ó máa dùn gan o. But I'm so sorry that all this thing you've been through. I understand from Abeokuta to Lagos to defend, to do all this thing is a hard work. But Mr. Yomi, let us talk. Ẹ jẹ́ ká mú díẹ̀ because I don't want you to use that energy on all this thing. My African TV sọ̀rọ̀, and I will make sure everybody should do their own thing. Nobody should join anybody to do anything. When I was doing this thing, Moshe Furamini, and I'm able to account for everything I've done. Need anybody. But today, this is me. So, Mr. Yomi, you have to do your own thing. African TV has to do its own thing. Mo máa bọ́ sáàrin yẹn, mo máa slice àárín yẹn, mo máa make sure pé mo pa iná yẹn. Ọ̀rọ̀ cut. Mo fẹ́ máa rí Sam Larry tó ń lọ cut. Tá à ń drag ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú.
Àwọn 15 tó wà lórí ẹ̀ tó máa lọ cut.
LB, I don't know what you asked.
Before Mr. Fadi drops.
So you are trying to massage. Hold on, you are massaging the fact that him taking me to Alagbo is nothing wrong. He going to court to say
No. What did I say?
Chairman, please give me a few minutes.
Mr. Fabi, hold on, please. Hold on.
Mr. Yomi don't understand.
Please give me a few minutes. I know he's going to go, but give me a few minutes. African television is being kind of addressed by myself aggressively, openly, severally, about his antagonism of Yomi on one side, his intrusion into Yomi's NGO and foundation. But African television will do its own thing and it will not yield. Now, we are where we are today, not because this is where we want to be.
Thank you.
Now,
Hey, Mama.
I will say give Mr. Yomi kudos on the fact that he went through his submission in a chronological order, and it was quite concise and precise, which is very useful to every single one of us, and I really appreciate that. And one thing is, look, we all live in glass houses, and we know how to shade, we know how to throw stones, and that includes myself, every one of us. We can live here today and go back and put our houses and our house in order, reshape things, and then find a way to move on. Even though we're divided, anyone who wants to support African television or people supporting Yomi and all that, and I'm not here to advocate on behalf of either of them or castigate either of them. So, putting things in perspective, I understand the need to want to see something through simply because your character has been maligned in a very bad way and perhaps wrongly. Now, the thing is, not many wrongs will make a right. So if African television keeps dropping its shades and it keeps posting, it is not going to end up well sometimes, because they say no man is an island. I think there's a noise in the background. If people can just mute themselves. I think that's Pizumo. Pizumo is probably making a lot of noise in the background. Anyway, so there is no amount of wrongs that we can put together and actually make it right. And take it from me, we all sort of like look at things differently. And if you look at the comment section, you can see what the divisions are like, and you can see who's on whose side. And I can see people say in African TV, you have the IT guy, you have the opportunity to ask Yomi. Well, I'm not here to kind of castigate Yomi or drag Yomi or beg Yomi or do anything, because if I want to engage with Yomi, I can just request to go to his platform and engage with him directly. I have my reservations about African TV. I have my reservations about Yomi. And I always make it. I always make it. Hold on, let me finish. But you need. Let me finish.
And that's why I said you say it to his face.
You caused him. But let me finish. Yeah, of my own opinion, of my own right as a citizen of Nigeria and a citizen of this app, following the necessary guideline, I have the right to express myself. And if I express myself the way I do and you don't like it, all you need to do is block me. So if you block me, then you will not see me, and then your life will be better. So the thing is, we muddy the water. People will speak what they want to speak, the way they want to speak it. And if you don't like it and you don't want to be seen anytime I drop something, block me, then you won't see it. But the bottom line is, I'm not here for that. In the course of law and in the processes that we have in law, I know Yomi wants to see it through, and I know Yomi will perhaps believe that he wants to punish African television. The same thing Baba did when Baba thought he was going to do the same. Where did he end up? And at the end of it, when you win, have you really won anything? Because have you really sort of like done anything credible or useful to justice? Have you probably, as lenchiBABA has just said now, can you sort of like drop off your iOS, take your energy and furnish your energy against the people that with Zomo and the rest of all these guys hiding all over the place that have been identified. Bookie J says come up. She's played us all sort of audio. The thing is, my opinion is my opinion, and it's actually not to I'm like Marmite. You like me, you don't like me. If I drop something, you like it, you don't like it. But if I've got anything to say, I will say it the way I see it. But the thing is, in law, there is always something as drop. If you look at the legal dictionary in any language, when they say drop and you understand the meaning of drop, it is more like useful, it works, and it can be employed. It can be triggered at any given time. But if Yomi actually now chose to see it through, well, nobody is going to beg him not to see it through. And it means that him and African television will carry on doing their own thing. But I'm telling you something. You need to understand this. If this issue cannot be resolved here on this platform, it doesn't mean resolution is instant. But resolution may be sacrosanct if we can get people to engage amongst themselves and find a truce to the matter. It is still possible, whether they've engineered the process in court and they've served everybody, but there is something as drop. How you look at it and how you do it. But at the end of the day, if we want to continue with distractions on this matter, you see, the thing is, when we call truce, we can all go out and clean our act, clean our house, and actually remember now that these people have decided to go their separate ways and do their own thing and drop all these shenanigans. And because we take pleasure out of more like shenanigans sometimes, sensationalization over sensationalization. A lot of people want to see this case through. So it's up to Yomi to do what Yomi wants to do. Nobody is coming here to come and really castigate anybody or do anything on this platform. This platform has been open for hours. Hours, and I've sat on the window for hours before I decided to come in. And it was the impact of my submission that actually caused this whole process for us to have one discussion without distraction before Yomi dropped off, because African television has been accommodated very well, and it is indeed useful for us to accommodate Yomi, or for Yomi to be accommodated, and it was accommodated. African television dropped himself, and Yomi decided to drop himself. Now, if they go back in the background and actually kind of think that they call for truce so far on this matter, on this platform, it may be useful, and they need to sort of like go. We say it's not instant. Even if you want whatever you want to do, we're not expecting anybody to. Everybody is angry. Of course, Yomi has a right to be angry. He has the reason to kind of believe he's been wronged. But if he takes anything out of it, it will be up to him without any pressure from anybody to kind of reflect and think, you know what? Maybe we can call a truce. But that is all I've got to say on the matter. Thank you.
Thank you, IT
guy. You see, Chairman, enjoy for 2 minutes. You see,
no, Mr. Chairman, do you remember I was the one that was talking?
Okay, we are not using. Please, I want to respect you. We are not using hard voice here. We want to love each other and try to build community. We are looking for who killed Mohbad. All this energy, I expect you guys to be finding how to go and arrest those people. So that energy, please, can we just lower it a little bit? So I want to say something. I really appreciate your IT guy. You know, we've been here for a very long time. We're trying to find way forward. We are not here for. We've started all those things, but let us leave that side. Yomi, let me tell you, Yomi have let me say, it can vent. African TV can do whatever I want to do. But for the fact that they drop each other, so they can continue whatever they want to do. In Koto Juwonbari, let them continue. But I will promise both of them, we need that energy from both sides. They should go and look for who killed Mohbad. Going to lawsuit, going to sign, going to all those things, it won't help. Because there's no way you have your own people following you, supporting you. African TV has its own support. Okay, who is fighting for justice for Mohbad then? Teban Shebai. So please, Mr. Firefox, I will tell you something, and I want to be honest with you. I've been in the same shoe. But wọ́n ní olómi ló máa rẹ̀. So àwọn we are fighting for justice for Mohbad. At the end of the day, we are doing something behind suing ourselves. Ṣé wá ní gbogbo owó tẹ̀ ń ná yẹn tí máa sọ fún pé we've been there. That's why I said, can we involve the authority now? Tẹ́bá kí n ṣe fún yín, everything will be. I want drop gbogbo ẹ̀ àti judge you àti whatever. Only bó ṣe ń ṣe, but can we take back the energy? Let's channel this energy back to all these people to pa Mohbad. Ṣé wọ́n ṣàṣìbò everybody in the sense that we can actually to bring out one thing. Láti ọjọ́ tí justice yìí ti bẹ̀rẹ̀, we couldn't even bring one idea. But in Kobai, we've brought one idea to fine-tune who killed Mohbad. But when it comes to, I will sue this one, it's easy to do it. But we have 15 people in that house. And we have one lawyer, we have Alpha. We can't even arrest one Alpha. John Toriolong, I want to beg Mr. Yomi African TV. Ejoma Gbejoin was on the internet more. If you people cannot settle. Because it's like disturbing the cost of justice. Please. Mr. Yomi, I beg you to go.
No. Lenchi, we invited Yomi. He didn't bring it. We invited him. We appealed to him to come, and he honored that invitation.
I respect that.
So not that he brought it. So don't let us.
No, Mr. Yomi.
I want us to put that place.
Mr. Yomi has actually. No, I understand. Mr. Yomi has actually explained everything, and I respect everything he has done.
For the first time, I listened to two of them today.
Yes,
and I really took time to really listen and know where the whole thing started. And we can all see that there is a crack somewhere.
Yes.
There's a crack
I've
somewhere.
seen it. Crack.
My advice is this. African TV lo lossy court.
No lossy court.
So African TV not only withdraw.
That's why I said so I know what to do.
My own personal appeal. One a man can political solution. And the man can family solution. Even in our political parties, we have what we call political solution and family solution. Okay, and I think what we have instituted on this call this morning is to look at the family solution into this matter. And the family solution for me is to appeal to African TV. Why am I appealing to African TV? Because he is the one that instituted a suit.
Yeah.
And he's the only person that can say, I am withdrawing. That's why I first make that comment. The matter has not been mentioned. It has not been mentioned.
It's in process, but it has not been stamped.
So far it has not been mentioned. Àǹfààní ṣì wà, àyè ṣì wà to resolve this matter. So my appeal will be to African TV. African TV on Shomode. It should be around 60 in Shomode. My appeal to him is that take this. Kò sẹ́ni tí ò ti farapa lórí justice for Mohbad. Nobody ti farapa. Gbogbo wa la ti farapa. So if you can look at this, kẹgbọ́n kan tí everybody ń sọ, bàbá wọ́n ti bẹ̀yìn. If you can withdraw this suit, extend your hand of brotherhood. How are you? How are you? Otan, kóníkálukú dẹ̀ máa lọ́nlọ́ ẹ̀, kóníkálukú máa ṣe nǹkan ẹ̀ ní tiẹ̀. Ojú ọ̀run tá à ń rí, ó mà tó bàálù fònátẹ̀yẹ bàálù láì fi ara kanra wọn. So I will have, because Yomi did not take him to court now, so Yomi has nothing to withdraw. Okay? It is African TV that has instituted a
Yomi mentioned one thing, right? That I understand. Somebody that is traveling from Abeokuta
to Lagos.
Oh my, do I mean no?
Let's be honest. No be more now.
No be more. This guy spend money.
lenchiBABA,
Yeah.
Chairman, sir. I'm sorry to interrupt. Emma Binu. Let me just say this. I will drop now. Before anything, no, sorry, I've been here before you. Mommy, Jelly, I've been here before you. I dropped because of Mr. Yomi.
Mommy J,
I dropped because of Mr. Yomi.
Mommy J, 1 minute.
So,
actually, he's been here. We dropped all of them.
Let's
Please.
speak.
Oh, okay.
thanks. So, Chairman, lenchiBABA, you
Yeah.
see, it's not that I'm being so rude, or you see, you said one can be angry, but I'm not Mr. Yomi. I don't want to act in place of him. It's not because I love him, or it's not that I don't love other people. Nobody actually had anything bad, any bad feelings about AFTV from the start of this issue. Nobody. When AFTV came with Supreme Iron Lady, it was a new dimension. Everyone was like, wow, we love this combination. How is this going to go?
Don't go
It
Aloya.
was a very new approach, very lovely approach, until when things changed and when it started like, okay, because actually, I know what actually turned African TV off by
That's
Mr.
it.
Yomi.
Okay.
He wanted Yomi on his side. Fine. It's not a bad thing to wish for. But Mr. Yomi actually has his own way of doing his own thing, and he and the Iron Lady, they have their own way of doing their things, and it actually matched. Mr. Yomi had press conference. They had their own press conference as well. Everything was moving on, but suddenly something changed. But I don't want to go back there because you said we
We
should not talk
understand.
about that
Just give
because
us summary. Yeah, give us
you are
summary.
past
We
that.
understand.
Yeah.
Yes, we are even past that now because I listened to your submissions and the IT guy, so I don't want to go back again
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I actually
Thank,
respect your
thank you.
submissions and I
Thank you
love
so
that.
much, Firefox. Thank you so much.
Fire
So
Force,
I do not want to
I'm
go.
meeting you for the first
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
I really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Let me
you.
tell you something. You see, Ibito Orojode, our more, we are following every step. We see Yomi, we see African TV. You see that combination you are talking about? Combination only Shishe for now. Because Elembinu, we need mature mind to calm the situation down. And
Exactly.
you see that crack tó wà láàrin yẹn, tí crack yẹn bá fi lè yọ, you will see these people their best friend. But crack yẹn òun là ń try láti. We are not here to say, oh, Yomi àfọwọ́ra Yomi lórí àfọwọ́ra African TV. Everybody do your own thing.
Do your
Do
day.
your own thing. I
But
dey.
what before I drop, one thing I want you to do is ask African TV because he's asking that you should bring him up. Is he ready for that?
It's
You know?
see,
So
African TV don't have problem. Mr. Omodia, let me tell you, I'm not going to be biased. Mr. Omodia don't have that patience. But the moment you tell him it's okay, he will come. But he's quick to answer, but he doesn't take shit. I will tell you for free. You see, Mr. Yomi,
Yomi never started this, sir.
no, Yomi
Yomi
don't
never
start. No.
started
Yomi
this.
is, let me
Firefox.
tell you.
Firefox,
Let me
listen
tell you,
now.
Firefox,
Nobody is
just
saying
listen to
Yomi
me.
started this. No. Try to
Wait,
understand what we are
nobody
saying.
start anything. I
Nobody
told
is
you
saying
there's a
Yomi
crack.
started it. No.
There's a crack in between African TV and Mr. Yomi. Both of them, they are good. But at the same time, I will not lie to you. You see that crack we are talking about? It's very easy to influence. Oh, Emma Dalung. Look at what somebody just wrote here. He said, Mr. Yomi, a drop Kemalo, platform Lenchi is not supposed to be there. Sure, you understand. This is what they call hyping. We know what all these things we've done it since 2023.
Exactly.
Hyping in one way. So you would think they're actually supporting you, but they can't give you nada. They can't even help you. So in Koto Shellen, that crack, Ulama fix. That to fix it.
So I would like to drop
You do
now.
your
Then
own.
thanks a lot.
Thank you,
God,
Firefox.
thanks a
Thank you,
lot. I
Firefox.
appreciate.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Firefox.
it's a crack. Oh, we are not saying
Sorry,
both of them should work together. It's a crack.
before mommy talk,
Mommy
please.
J.
Hold on. This very weekend has been on. Hold on now. That's what. Hold on. Hold on.
Papa, Nodo.
Apapa, hold on. Apapa, hold on.
Chairman, let Apapa speak now. Come
No,
on,
what
let
I'm
him speak. He's
no,
been here for
Apapa.
too long now.
Hold on.
Very
Very wicked has been here.
Let him
Very
speak.
wicked has been here before.
Papa has been here for too long.
Okay,
No,
Chairman,
very wicked has
Apapa.
been here before. Apapa, we keep dropping very
Allow
wicked.
Papa to talk. Allow Papa to talk. Mo ti wà níbi tí mẹ́jọ pa, you can talk. Go ahead, please.
Okay.
Apapa. Happy Easter to you. How are you, my brother? Yeah. Let's say.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's big. Simple. Papa, nobody is saying this. Correct that. Nobody has said they should come back. Nobody has said that here, please.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, 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 mm.
Yeah.
Papa, I really appreciate.
Thank you, Papa.
I really appreciate you from the beginning. You are my brother. Let me just be honest with you. Some people make some, comments. There's no problem, but my issue is we have learned from our mistakes. But the problem is, let everybody do their day. If they want to do settlement, let them settle. If they want to carry themselves, and people will learn. And according to Very Dark Man, we came here, we are not trying to settle anybody, but we are trying to tell them that take your matter out of justice for Mohbad. Because the more you bring that energy, it affects all these things
It
we're
will
throwing.
break the justice. It will
It will
break the
bring the
ranks.
justice because
It will break the
attention,
ranks. And
the
before you
crowd.
know it, now attack each other from
I'm
everywhere.
telling you, the
Team
crowd
A,
that you
Team
are pulling
B.
from left and right is actually
What do we want
affecting
to
this.
gain from team A, Team B? What do we want to gain?
No gain.
Anyway, Lenchi, I need to take my leave right now. I'm really feeling sleepy. Thank you for having me.
How is Nigeria? How is Nigeria at the moment?
Thank you for everything. I salute everybody.
Chairman, you've done a wonderful job
Thank
for
you.
the
Chairman,
hours
don't
you've been
go.
able to
Chairman,
stay
Mommy
up.
J is here. Mommy
Much
J, just give us
appreciated.
5 minutes.
You've done well.
Mommy J is here. Let her come and give us our solution before you leave. Mommy J, good morning or good evening.
Lenchi,
Yes, so
good morning.
good morning to
Good
you.
Good
morning.
morning, Ekujometa. Chairman,
Good
good
morning,
morning,
madam.
sir. Ekujometa, sir.
Yes, so
So, nǹkan tèmi torí ẹ̀ wá sókè. I won't say much about African TV and Yomi. They are both adults.
thank you.
So I think they should know how to iron the situation out. And if I could recollect, I think Yomi was the one that petitioned African TV first.
No,
So,
wait, I didn't understand. Please, can you repeat again? I want to know this one.
yeah, Yomi petitioned African TV first now, right? Am I
Opari.
wrong? Ẹjọ́ sọ tí n bá
Lenchi, we
wrong.
both said it now. It's not. Show Bonnie.
Kí lẹ sọ sà?
No, Lenchi Mumbawi now.
Money ó yàtọ̀ ń yé mi báyìí nísìn because somebody was telling me pé it's African TV.
No.
So,
Yomi ló kọ́kọ́ petition African TV. Ṣẹ́rí máa jó lọ mò ń wẹ̀ yẹn ló pọ̀ lórí ayélujára yìí. èmi ò wá síbí láti jà o because it's not making sense anymore again. But tẹ́ bá fi mí lára balẹ̀ màá sọ̀rọ̀ ọmọlúàbí but tẹ́ bá gbé wèrè wá èmi náà fún yín but mi ì wá síbí láti da platform ní platform ro. Ẹjọ́ búra yín lórí social media yìí ni ó wá mú ibì kan bẹ̀ ó lọ fi hun àwọn ọlọ́pàá. Èmi tèmi sọ̀rọ̀ yìí èmi níbi tí Yomi ti bú African TV lọ́wọ́. There was a day Paparano even mentioned it pé tóun bá fẹ́ fún African TV ní nǹkan tí African TV máa fi retaliate pẹ̀lú Yomi òun ní show kan lórí platform òun tí Yomi ti bú African TV tó ti kọ pé African TV ní names like a lot of ẹ̀yin méjèèjì ti jọ búra yín bí báyìí.
I'm sorry to cut in. Oh, I'm sorry. Lenchi, there's a consuming substance you need to remove, alcohol, something. You have to remove that.
You can't remove it. You go by itself. Just leave it like that.
So as I was saying, ẹjọ́ búra yín ni ìwọ wá mú bì kan ó lọ report wọn ní nǹkan tẹ́ ìwọ náà ṣe ó lọ report wọn so the other person èèyàn tó report tó then ó tún wá padà wá sórí live show tó ṣe